for the presidential election and in fulfillment of my mandate as enshrined in law, I will now declare the outcome of the 2024 election. It is important to note that per Regulation 63.3 of the 1992 Constitution of Ghana, the winner of the presidential election must obtain at least 50% plus 1 at the polls to be declared the winner of the election. We have collated the presidential results from all 16 administrative regions, of which 267 of the 276 constituencies have been captured. We have not been able to receive results from 9 constituencies because our offices have been besieged by political party supporters, making it impossible to complete the collation process. That notwithstanding, the presidential results from the 267 constituencies, including the newly created Guan constituency, clearly established the winner of the 2024 presidential election. Simply put, even if all the votes from the 9 constituencies were added to the candidate who placed second, it will not change the outcome of the election. It is important to note that the Commission will update the records on receipt of the presidential results from the 9 outstanding constituencies. Ladies and gentlemen, now to the results of the 2024 presidential election. And the results will be announced based on the positions of the presidential candidates on the ballot. Mahamudu Bawumia of the NPP obtained 4,657,304, being 41.61%. Daniel Augustus Latte Jr. of the GCPP obtained 16,673, being 0.15%. Christian Kwabena Andrews of the Ghana Union Movement obtained 16,461, being 0.15%. Kofi Apalu of the LPG obtained 5,219, being 0.09%. Mohamed Frimpong of the National Democratic Party obtained 4,413, being 0.04%. Nana Akosua Frimpong of the CPP obtained 23,397, being 0.21%. Mr. John Dramani Mahama of the NDC obtained 6 million. Let me take that again. Mr. John Dramani Mahama of the NDC obtained 6,328,397. And I'd like to repeat that. Mr. John Dramani Mahama of the NDC obtained 6,328,397, being 56.55%. Mr. Hassan Ayariga of the APC obtained 17,461, being 0.16%. Mr. Kofi Kranting, independent candidate, obtained 3,320, being 0.03%. Mr. George Chumberima Edu, independent candidate, obtained 3,091, being 0.02%. Nana Kwame Biediaku, independent candidate, obtained 84,478, being 0.05%. Mr. Alan Kojo Tremanting, independent candidate obtained 31,202, being 0.28%. The total valid votes cast add up to 11,191,422. Total rejected votes, 239,109. Total votes cast, 11,430,531. It's important to mention that the total registered voters add up to 18,774,159. And the percentage voter turnout based on the 267 constituencies stands at 60.9%. 60.9% based on the 267 constituencies. And as I mentioned, this does not include the 9 constituencies whose results we are yet to receive. Ladies and gentlemen, as mentioned earlier, results from the 9 constituencies are still as outstanding. The 9 constituencies are Ewutu Senya East, in Sawam, Aduajiri, Akwetia, Suhum, Techimant South, Domi Kwabenya, Ablekuma North, Ahafo Anon North, and Damango. The total registered voters in all 9 constituencies add up to 947,116. In the event that all the valid voters from the 9 constituencies above voted for the candidate who placed second, the total number of votes he would garner would be 5,604,420, representing 46.17% of the total valid votes, which would have been 12,138,538. The inclusion of the outstanding constituencies would have given the leading candidate 52.13%, which is still greater than the 50% plus 1 required to be declared a winner. And so even with that scenario, he's clearly the winner of the 2024 election. In the light of the above, ladies and gentlemen, I have the singular honor as the returning officer of the 2024 presidential election to declare His Excellency John Dramani Mahama as the winner of the 2024 presidential election and the President-elect of the Republic of Ghana with a total percentage of 56.55%. Congratulations, sir. It is finished. Thank you very much.
On behalf of the Diplomatic Corps in Ghana, it is my great honor and privilege to extend our sincere congratulations to Your Excellency on your election as President of the Republic. We, as representatives of our respective countries, look forward to working closely with Your Excellency and your government to further strengthen the bonds of cooperation, friendship, and mutual understanding that exist between Ghana and the international community.
I just want to say thank you for your friendship with Ghana. Our countries have long-standing historic relationships in terms of our diplomatic relations, technical cooperation, trading relations, and so many others. And so I wish to assure you that Ghana remains a true friend to all of you. There are few outstanding issues arising from the election. As you are aware, 9 constituencies are in dispute, and we think that the Electoral Commission should act in a principled manner. You cannot change the rules when it suits you and apply different rules when different circumstances exist. We also are concerned that now the presidential election results have not been gazetted. It's taking too much time. Even though the declaration was made, until it's gazetted, it doesn't become official and legal. And so we expect that the Electoral Commission should take action to gazette the results as quickly as possible.
Our country has been seriously divided for many years because of partisanship. And unfortunately, this is robbing all of us of the benefits of our democratic credentials, which we've nurtured over so many years. And I think this ought to change.
You've properly analyzed the challenge of our democracy, and that is that we cannot harness all the human resource we have to be able to move the country in the direction that we want to go. At any one time, the party that wins and its supporters and functionaries are rowing in one direction, and another part of the country is wishing that that party fails so that they can have the opportunity at the next election to be able to come into government, until we create a situation where all of us, or the majority of us, are rowing in the same direction. Then it means that the canoe in which we are will just continue to be in the same place, or even if it moves forward, it will not move at an optimal speed.
I do believe that you have a big task ahead of you, and I am sure that education is a huge part of it.
We should hold a National Education Review Conference and look at what all the bottlenecks are. The interpretation was given that I wanted to abolish free SHS, and that's why I was calling for that meeting. And so we look forward to working with you on it. I think
friendship, and mutual understanding that exist between Ghana and the international community.
I just want to say thank you for your friendship with Ghana. Our countries have long-standing historic relationships in terms of our diplomatic relations, technical cooperation. The challenge of our democracy, and that is that we cannot harness all the human resource we have to be able to move the country in the direction that we want to go. At any one time, the party that wins and its supporters and functionaries are rowing in one direction, and another part of the country is wishing that that party fails so that they can have the opportunity at the next election to be able to come into government, until we create a situation where all of us, or the majority of us, are rowing in the same direction. Then it means that the canoe in which we are will just continue to be in the same place, or even if it moves forward, it will not move at an up. We should hold a National Education Review Conference and look at what all the bottlenecks are. The interpretation was given that I wanted to abolish free SHS, and that's why I was calling for that meeting. And so we look forward to working with you on it. I think that we're going to form an organization.
you know, Akufo-Addo came to rule with his own people, largely family.
Play, and we are taking you to the Black Star Square for the continued coverage of the inauguration of President-elect John Dramani Mahama and his running mate. We'll hand over to the team that's on the ground, and they will tell you about all the sights and sounds. Let's sit back and watch how it all unfolds.
Live coverage is coming to you from the Black Star Square, also known as the Independence Square. This square holds deep historical and symbolic meaning to Ghana's independence. Now to a brief profile of our Vice President-elect, Her Excellency Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman. Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman was the Chancellor of the Women's University in Africa from 2018 to 2014. She was the first woman to hold the position of Vice Chancellor in Ghana, leading the University of Cape Coast from 2008 to 2012. Several heads of delegation. This attests to Ghana's soft power influence in the sub-region and in the world.
In fact, there are also a lot of former heads of state of Africa, because I've seen Jacob Zuma, I've seen Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, I've seen General Obasanjo, I've seen Mr. Goodluck Jonathan, and a lot more others will be acknowledging as we go along.
So this attests to Ghana's soft power influence in the sub-region. And just to continue with the profile of Ghana's first elected Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Her Excellency Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman. She was the immediate past president of the Forum for African Women Educationalists and chairperson of the Africa Board. She was also the Minister for Education from 2013 to 2000, the recipient of national and international awards, notably Officer of the Order of the Volta for academic distinction, the Ghana Women of Excellence Award, the education category, and she also holds Doctor of Letters, University of Cape Coast. On your screen now are the heads of the various security agencies. For the security agencies, we have in attendance the Military High Command of the Ghanaian Forces, the Chief of the Defense Staff, that is General Thomas Opong-Pepra, who also doubles as the President's ceremonial ADC, the Chief of the Army Staff, Lieutenant General Bismarck Kwesi Onwana, the Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Issa Adam Yakubu, the Chief of the Air Staff, Air Marshal Frederick Asari Kwesi Bekwin, and the Chief of Staff at the General Headquarters, Lieutenant General Joseph Prince Osewusu. May I also add that we have the heads of the security agencies. We have the Inspector General of Police, Dr. George Akufu-Dampari, who is also the President's ceremonial ADC.
In the just ended elections, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is also present here with all of us, witnessing this historic event here at the Black Star Square, Accra.
Dear viewers, as mentioned earlier, we have the various security agencies supporting the Ghana Police to provide security. Some of the duties include crowd and traffic control. As you can see, we have a lot of people in attendance this morning. So security personnel are deployed at various locations to ensure the total safety and security of attendees. This morning, we will see personnel from the Ghana Navy who will mount a full guard of honor for the inauguration here at the Independence Square. In the course of the program, we shall hear the 21-gun salute by the Ghana Navy. The 21-gun salute is the highest level of honor in ceremonial salutes, surpassing other salutes with fewer rounds. In military ceremonies, the salute holds high-ranking officials such as military leaders or heads of government. Later in the evening, we shall see fireworks display put together by the 48th Engineer Regiment at the forecourt of Parliament and Kwame Nkrumah Circle. We shall also see a full guard of honor, or should I say full guard of honor was mounted by the Ghana Air Force for the various visiting heads of state at the Kotoka International Airport. The Ghana National Ambulance Service is also here providing medical coverage. We also have the Ghana Police Band providing music for all this ceremony, all these security agencies are playing various roles to ensure the seamless conduct of activities today.
I must add that we have the Ghana National Fire Service on standby for any fire incidents.
Dear viewers, you are watching GTV, the station of the nation, and we are bringing you the live coverage from the Black Star Square, also known as the Independence Square. Ghana's first president, Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, commissioned the square in 1961 after Ghana gained independence in 1957. It also coincided with the visit of Queen Elizabeth II of the United Kingdom to Ghana. This square is now being used for important state ceremonies. And this morning we shall witness one of such, which is the inauguration of the President-elect, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and the Vice President-elect, Her Excellency Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman.
In our shots now, it's a bird's eye view of the Independence Square with the stands filled to capacity. The 30,000-seater stand seems to have been loaded with more than what it can take. But we believe that shows the commitment with which Ghanaians are showing towards this particular event.
So today we're all gathered here in a spirit of oneness, demonstrating once again that Ghana is the doyen and it is the hub of democracy. We saw peaceful elections. We are going to see peaceful transition of power today. And just to run you through the order of events this morning, we are now seeing the arrival of dignitaries. Members of parliament are already seated. Former presidents are also seated. We've also seen the arrival of invited heads of state. Very soon we shall see the arrival of Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice, and the justices of the superior courts who will enter the chamber and take their seats. We shall also see the Right Honorable Speaker's procession who will enter the chamber, where he will call the House to order, and then proceedings can begin from there.
In our shots now are some of our guests of honor arriving.
Dear viewers, you are watching once again GTV, the station of the nation, bringing you the live coverage of the inauguration of the President-elect, John Dramani Mahama, and the Vice President, Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman.
Arriving now is the Speaker of Parliament.
Dear viewers, as mentioned, we have over 19 heads of state. The special guest of honor is the head of state for the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We also have the head of state for Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Nyuma Boakai. Dear viewers, following the formal dissolution of Parliament at midnight on 6th January, we have the following appointments for the 9th Parliament. Once again on our screen are the heads of the various security agencies, the service commanders, and the heads of the various security services from the police as well.
The security services are well represented here at the Black Star Square. It's a beautiful thing that all Ghanaians are united in today's inauguration of the President and the Vice president. It's indeed a joyous occasion, and you can see from the faces of people here at the Blaster Square how much they cherish what is going to take place today.
Dear viewers, just to add, as at 4 a.m. when we arrived, this place was already full with several people in their colorful traditional Ghanaian regalia, some in party colors. And this is us as Ghanaians celebrating oneness and togetherness. We have demonstrated to Africa and to the world that we are the doyen of democracy. We have had peaceful elections, and this morning we shall witness a peaceful transition of power. Dear viewers, following the formal dissolution of Parliament at midnight on 6th January, we have the following appointments for the 9th Parliament, who were inaugurated this morning. And for the Speaker of Parliament, we have the Right Honourable Alban Kingsford Sumana Bagwin. We'll read his profile in the course of the program. The first Deputy Speaker is the MP for Akachi South, Bernard Ahiafo. The second Deputy Speaker is the Member of Parliament for Fomena, Honourable Andrew Amwako Esiama. For the majority side, we have the majority leader for the 9th Parliament, who is the MP for Ajumako Enyan Esiam, Dr. Kesil Atoforsen. The deputy majority leader, who is the member of Parliament for Elembele, Honourable Emmanuel Ama Kofibua. The majority chief whip is the MP for Adaklu, Honourable Govins Kwame Agoja. The deputy majority chief whip is the MP for Banda, Honourable Ahmed Ibrahim. For the minority side, we have the minority leader, who is the MP for Efutu, Honourable Alexander Afenyo Makin. The deputy minority leader, who is the member of Parliament for Asokwa, Honourable Patricia Apieje. The minority chief whip, Honourable Frank Ano Dompre, who is the member of Parliament for Isawam Aduajiri. The first deputy minority whip is Honourable Habib Idrisu, who is the MP for Tolon. And the second deputy minority whip is Honourable Jerry Ahmed Shaib, who is the member of Parliament for Weja Bawi.
Now let me run you through the program as it is. We are expecting Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice and Justice of the Superior Courts, to enter the chamber meaning here at the Blaster Square, and then followed by the Speaker's procession, and the Speaker will take his chair, then he will call the House to order. The majority and minority leaders, at the invitation of the Right Honourable Speaker, will join the procession to receive His Excellency the President-elect and Her Excellency the Vice President-elect to the House. That is the Black Star Square. His Excellency the President-elect and Her Excellency the Vice President-elect will then be conducted into the chamber by the Right Honourable Speaker. The Right Honourable Speaker will then invite Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice,
Dramani Mahama, and the Vice President-elect, Professor Nana Jane Opoku Adjei. We are seeing more arrivals of our dignitaries. We just saw the arrival of the outgoing First Lady, the lovely wife of His Excellency, the outgoing President. So on our screen now is the outgoing President, His Excellency Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, and his lovely spouse, Madam Rebecca Akufo-Addo.
You are live on GTV, the station of the nation, and we are telecasting this event live across all the regions in Ghana. And I believe you can also listen to our radio commentaries on all the regional FM stations of the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation. We still remain the pace setters. That's why we always bring you live coverage of national events.
So we still have more arrivals.
Distinguished guests, we also have in our midst Head of State of the Democratic Republic of Congo, His Excellency Felix Tshisekedi. You are most welcome, sir.
I'll witness the arrival of the Right Honorable Speaker and the Chief Justice.
Can see viewers at home. The Blaster Square here.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we also have in our midst the
Ghanaians from all walks of life are here to witness this historical event. And I call it a historical event for so many reasons. One of which is that a former president has been re-elected to serve just one term. We also have our first ever female vice president. Now arriving is the Chief Imam, Sheikh Osman Sharabutu, one of the spiritual pillars of our country, especially when it comes to Islam.
Distinguished viewers, if you are just tuning in, you're watching the inauguration of President John Dramani Mahama. And permit me to add that in the course of the program, we shall see the President's official ADC in the person of Lieutenant Colonel Abdul Wahab Issa. Let me also use this opportunity to dispel the misconception of who an ADC is. The ADC is not a bodyguard. The role of an ADC is very prestigious and demands exceptional discipline, discretion, organizational skills, and loyalty, as he is directly responsible for facilitating the President's effectiveness in office. The President's ADC has a unique role in ensuring the smooth execution of the President's daily activities. These include accompanying the President during official engagements and ceremonies. He also acts as the President's primary personal assistant, managing schedules and ensuring the President's time is optimized. He is someone with great organizational skills. He collaborates with security teams to ensure the President's safety, also coordinates transportation, accommodation, and other logistical needs for the President's travel. He also manages sensitive information with discretion and professionalism, and he acts as a trusted confidant to the President in various matters. The ADC is also a link between the President and other government officials and relays instructions from the President to the relevant stakeholders, all teams. He also ensures adherence to official protocol during events, both domestically and internationally. He is also responsible for supervising ceremonial arrangements and ensuring they are aligned with the dignity of the office. He can also offer counsel on matters related to military or security issues, given his military background. So the ADC has a lot to do. He is someone who is prestigious with exceptional discipline, discretion, and organizational skills. And today, for the very first time, we shall see our president-elect and his official ADC.
Now, does that mean that the vice president will also have an ADC? Can you explain that for us?
The vice president will also have an ADC, and the vice president's ADC is from the Ghana Police Service. As mentioned, these senior officers are carefully selected. They are selected based on a number of qualities. And as I mentioned, the person should be someone with great organizational skills, who is loyal, who is disciplined, who has discretion, because they are responsible for accompanying the president during his official engagements and ceremonies. They primarily act as the personal assistants, managing schedules and ensuring the president's time is optimized.
Now, on the program, I have seen a 21-gun salute. What does that signify?
So this morning, personnel from the Ghana Navy will mount a full guard of honor for the inauguration here at the Independence Square. And during the guard of honor, we shall hear the 21-gun salute. The 21-gun salute is the highest level of honor in ceremonial salutes. It surpasses all other salutes with fewer rounds. This ceremonial honor holds great symbolic significance. Its purpose varies and depends on the context, but is generally associated with respect, tribute, and recognition. It is a gesture that is accorded to sovereign leaders, and as such, the president, king, or queen. And in military ceremonies, the salute honors high-ranking officials, such as military leaders and heads of government. It is also performed during funerals for high-ranking officers, presidents, or other notable figures.
I have seen the top hierarchy of the National Democratic Congress. At least I have seen Mr. Fifi Kweke.
And his wife, Her Excellency Rebecca Akufo-Addo.
The Black Stars were here in Accra, and as I was saying before, I've seen the top hierarchy of the National Democratic Congress. At least I've seen Mr. Fikwete, I've seen Professor Joshua Alabi.
Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen.
Currently,
our very special guest of honor is the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Ahmed Bola Tinubu. We also have in our midst Head of State of Senegal, His Excellency Bassirou Faye.
General Stream Ayoro. We also have the Director of National Investigations, Beru, Nana Atobra Kweku, the Chief Officer, Mr. Julius Kumwo, and the Controller General of the Ghana Immigration Service, Mr. Kwame Isua. For the security agencies, we have in attendance the Military High Command of the Ghana Armed Forces. That is the Chief of the Defense Staff, General Thomas Opompetra, who is the President's Ceremonial ADC, the Chief of the Army Staff, Lieutenant General Bismarck Kwe Omona, the Chief of the Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Issa Yakubu,
Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, shortly we'll see the procession of the judges of the Superior Court of Ghana joining in.
Is the Chief Justice first?
Now on your screen are members or the judges of the Supreme Court of Ghana, led by the Chief Justice, Her Ladyship Justice
As we welcome Her Ladyship,
and other
the Chief Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Saki Tokonu, leading the procession of the Justice of the Superior Court of Ghana.
And be with them as they administer their various oaths to all of us Ghanaians.
Dear viewers, let me just add that Her Ladyship Justice Gertrude Araba Isaba Saki Tokonu was sworn into office as the 15th Chief Justice of Ghana by His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo as mandated by the 1992 Constitution on Monday, 12 June 2023. By her appointment, Justice Tokonu became the third female Chief Justice of Ghana after Justice Georgina Theodora Wood, who served from 2007 to 2017, and Justice Sophia Kufu, who served from 2017 to 2020. As the head of the judiciary and the Judicial Service of Ghana, she took over from His Lordship Justice Enim Yeboah, who retired on 24th May 2023 as required by the law. As mentioned earlier, she'll be playing a very important role today to see to the successful transition of power.
We are still live from the Black Star Square here in Accra, and you're watching us on various networks across the country. This feed is also being picked live by other sister broadcasting networks, television networks, I must say. And as you can see, some members of the diplomatic corps. I can see a Catholic or a clergyman. I can see people, invited guests from the diplomatic community, all here at the Independence Square or the Black Star Square as it is.
We have over 19 heads of state gracing this occasion. We have 3 prime ministers, we have 5 former presidents, and we have 5 vice presidents. We have various heads of delegation from Africa and across the world, all here with us to celebrate this peaceful transition of power. This once again demonstrates Ghana's influence, Ghana's soft power influence across Africa and the world.
In fact, their presence here is a testimony to the success of our democratic experiment. Other countries in Africa never had it the way we have. There have been chaos, there have been fights, there have been protests across some countries in Africa. We thank God that our transition has been relatively peaceful. And this is not the first time we are transiting power from one political party or government to another, from the governing party to the opposition party. We had the first one in 2001. We had another one in 2009. Then we had another one in 2017. And then today we are having another one. Now, let me run you through the history of the Fourth Republic. Flight Lieutenant Jerry Rawlings took us Ghanaians as our head of state or president from the 7th January 1993 to 7th January 2001. He was
distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen.
Of Ghana.
We also have in our midst head of state of Kenya, His Excellency William Ruto.
Took up the mantle from the 7th of January 2001 to the 7th of January 2009. Then Professor John Atta Mills also took up the mantle from the 7th of January 2009, and he died in office 3 years later. In fact, it was 3 years, 199 days. Then John Mahama took over and was our president for the rest of the term of Professor John Evans Atta Mills. And he was eventually voted into office and inaugurated on the 7th of January 2012. And he was in the seat till the 7th of January 2017, 4 years, 167 days. Then the mantle fell on Nana Addo Akufo-Addo from the 7th of January 2017 till yesterday, in actual fact, when he had to relinquish the seat through the due democratic process which Ghana has now been known for. Now we are awaiting the
ladies and gentlemen,
of John
please, all persons
Mahama
standing on the driveway from the entrance should kindly move from there.
25.
This is
all persons standing on the driveway from the entrance should kindly move from there. Thank you.
Never give up. We should always continue to fight and keep trying till we meet our goal. Distinguished viewers, our very special guest of honor is the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Ahmed Bola Tinubu. He is also the chairperson of the Economic Community of West African States, and he is gracing us with his presence today.
On your screens now are the members of the Supreme Court, the judges of the Supreme Court who are here present. Because whatever is being done here today has legal repercussions, their presence here is very, very, very important.
So we are seeing the arrival of more dignitaries.
You can see members of parliament. You can see the Honorable Sam George, the Honorable Haruna Idrisu, Honorable Muntaka, and a host of their colleagues from the National Democratic.
Your Excellencies, Distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, arriving now is the Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Babin. Shall we please rise to welcome the Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament?
And other security agencies who are also present. All is now set for the arrival of the Speaker of Parliament, the Right Honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Babin. Very soon the entire space
Distinguished guests,
will be converted
very
to
soon the entire space of this sphere will be converted to Parliament for the swearing in of the President-elect and Vice President-elect.
The arrival of the Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Alban Sumana Kingsford Babin. He will very soon call this place to order, and this place will be converted to Parliament for the swearing in of the President and Vice President-elect.
You know, yesterday I learned from the Speaker that his name is Sumana. You know, and sometimes we in the media mispronounce the names of people a lot. And I think we must up our game.
Please be seated.
Taking the advice or on how to mention names.
Shortly we will be joined by the President-elect and Vice President-elect of the Republic of Ghana, and they will be received by the Speaker of Parliament.
You don't make before. It's just...
Indeed, we will all try to get the pronunciations of our names right, but we must also acknowledge that we all come from different backgrounds, different religion and ethnic backgrounds, and this can sometimes affect the pronunciation, but as courtesy demands, it is something that we all must learn to pronounce names from the north, from the east, from the west, regardless. So we have a lot of ecstatic people in the crowds and in the stands, party supporters, family and friends in traditional
distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen,
colors.
We also have in our midst the Crown Prince of Bahrain,
the peaceful transition.
Salma bin Hamad Al
The
Khalifa.
atmosphere here is simply electrifying. There's so much noise in the stadium, and it's all in joy and it's all in celebration of this historic moment in the history of Ghana.
In fact, there is no space to spare at all here at the Blaster Square. Yes, I can see Honorable Kofi Totobi Kwachi, Honorable Seth Tekwe. These are all stalwarts of the NDC, and they are here present to witness this historic occasion.
Very shortly, we will be joined by the President-elect and the Vice President-elect, who will be received by the Speaker of Parliament, after which parliamentary proceedings will commence. In our screen, we can see some other arrivals. As mentioned, we have various security agencies supporting the Ghana Police Service to provide security. Some of the duties include crowd and traffic control. There are so many people in attendance this morning, so security personnel are deployed at various locations to ensure the total safety and security of all attendees. This morning, personnel from the Ghana Navy will mount a full guard of honor for the inauguration here at the Independence Square. And in the course of the guard of honor, we shall hear the 21-gun salute. As mentioned earlier, the 21-gun salute is the highest level of honor accorded to any president, head of state, or senior military head. It is a gesture of respect and recognition for a sovereign nation and its leaders, such as the president, king, or queen. It is also performed during funerals for high-ranking officers, presidents, or other notable figures. On our screens now is the outgoing president, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and his lovely spouse, Madam Rebecca Akufo-Addo, former President John Ajekun Kufuor, the outgoing Vice President, His Excellency Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, and his lovely spouse, Madam Samira Bawumia.
I can also see on screen the MP for Ada East, Doyo Gansa, and Kofi Adams. Is he the MP for Kwem? As you think so? You don't have. More arrivals on your screens. More arrivals in your screens, and you can see that the Blaster Square here is packed to capacity. Apart from those on the in the stands, there are people.
Viewers, we are seeing more arrivals of dignitaries.
I bet a lot of people here are just waiting for the arrival of the president-elect and the vice president-elect.
This seems to be the arrival of the head of state of Sierra Leone, His Excellency Julius Maada Bio.
We have how many heads of states here? 19, I think.
19 heads of states, 5 former presidents, 3 prime ministers, and 5 ministers, with several delegations from across Africa and the whole world.
I hear there's a U.S. delegation in town to witness this historic event.
Exactly. The United States President, His Excellency Joe Biden, has sent a high-powered delegation to witness this event as well. We can't count out the party supporters who are also here in
On your screen now is the minority leader, Mr. Afenyo Marking, Honorable Afenyo Marking, and Valerie Sawyer. Dr. Valerie Sawyer is also there, and Dr. Kwabena Dufo, I can see in the background behind them.
And we have the Archbishop as well. Archbishop Duncan Williams is also present.
Here is Mr. Jacob Zuma, former president of South Africa too.
As mentioned, the audiences are from wide and vast, from Africa, from the world, within Ghana. It's just massive. The attendance is massive, and it's just wonderful to behold this historic moment. So we see an arrival from Equatorial Guinea, and from Equatorial Guinea we have the arrival of the Vice President, His Excellency Teodoro Obiang Nguema Mbasugu from Equatorial Guinea, leading the delegation. So we have just seen the arrival of the Vice President from Equatorial Guinea, His Excellency Teodoro Obiang Nguema Mbasogo. He's leading a delegation to this August event.
As you can see, a very long view of the vehicles of dignity. Yes, there is the incoming Chief of Staff, Julius Debra, and Chairman of the National Democratic Congress, Tesidu Ketia, affectionately called General Mosquito.
Having previously occupied the high office of President between January 7th, 2013 and January 6th, 2017.
That is a one-down president.
Very one-down president.
Then this is when I say historic, I really mean it. Because this is about,
Savannah region of
you haven't seen this number of
Mahama made history as Ghana's first president to serve at all political levels. He was a member of parliament for Bole Bamboy constituency, Deputy Minister for Communications, Minister for Communications, Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, and President of the Republic of Ghana.
Historic moment we're witnessing 19 heads of state, 3 presidents,
His Excellency
5 former heads
Mahama considers the combination of history, communication, and social psychology courses he studied for his undergrad and postgraduate degrees.
The arrival of one of
under President Mahama's first administration, Ghana witnessed massive infrastructure development across all sectors of the economy, including education, health, ports and harbors, aviation, rail, oil and gas, ICT, and many more. His vision and strategic investment in these areas position the country as a lower middle income country for its next development phase.
Former Vice President Dr.
Beyond investment in socio-economic infrastructure, President Mahama is passionate about investing in people.
On your screens, you can also see the arrival.
John Mahama further demonstrated his commitment to women's empowerment by appointing several women to prominent roles in his administration. In 2020, he made a groundbreaking decision to nominate Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman as his first presidential candidate, making it a first for a major political party in Ghana. He repeated this bold decision in 2024, and with their victory, Ghana is welcoming his first female vice president. His Excellency John Mahama is an avid reader, author, and historian. Over the course of his career, he has written for several newspapers and authored several publications. He has also published a memoir, his first book titled My First Coup d'Etat, and other true stories from the lost decades of Africa. President Mahama's love for reading and taste for knowledge
So we have several parties stalwarts.
Yes, these are actually members of parliament of the NDC. Members of parliament of the NDC mostly are those you find on your screens currently. And these are members of parliament of the NPP on your screens, as more and more dignitaries arrive at the Blaster Square here to witness the
May I now
of
call the House to order? and invite the majority and the minority leaders to assist me receive Her Excellency, the Vice President-elect of the Republic of Ghana, together with His Excellency, the President-elect of the Republic of Ghana. Honorable majority and minority leaders may proceed now.
But it is all for happiness and for joy. We are witnessing a momentous occasion. Ghana having its first female vice president.
The bedlam here is intense. It is intense. There is much joy, happiness, excitement, all in readiness for what we are about to witness.
And security is also in full force. We have various security personnel deployed to ensure the total safety and security of personnel. They are all playing critical roles to ensure that this event goes seamlessly, devoid of any major hitches. We have rich display of culture.
I believe that is...
And that is DSP Mary Agamba. She's in charge of the police mounted squadron.
Invited guests arriving now is the President-elect of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency, John Dramani Mahama. Shall we all wave our flags to welcome him? Distinguished invited guests, arriving now is the President-elect, John Dramani Mahama. He is accompanied by his spouse, soon-to-be First Lady, Her Excellency Lordina Dramani Mahama. Shall we all wave our flags to welcome him? The entourage into the Chamber of Parliament here at the Black Star Square. The entourage of Parliament includes the clerks of Parliament and other senior officials of Parliament. We will soon enter the Chamber of Parliament, and so the Speaker of Parliament will shortly take over. Shall we please rise as they process into the chamber? Photographers and media personnel are allowed at the designated places on the square. Please, if you are not authorized to be on the square, kindly move back.
Honorable members, you may now resume your seats. Honorable members, I now have the singular honor and pleasure to invite Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, to administer the oaths to the President-elect and the Vice President-elect. We will start with the Vice President-elect, who will take and subscribe to the oath of allegiance and the oath of the Vice President. Your Ladyship, the Chief Justice, you may now do so now.
Your Excellency, first the oath of allegiance. Kindly say after me. I, Professor Nana Jane Oboko Ajiman, do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance.
That I will bear true faith and allegiance.
To the Republic of Ghana.
To the Republic of Ghana.
As by law established.
As by law established.
That I will uphold.
That I will uphold.
The sovereignty and integrity of Ghana.
The sovereignty and integrity of Ghana.
And that I will preserve.
And that I will preserve.
Protect.
And
defend
the Constitution
of the Republic of Ghana. So help me God.
So help me God.
Your Excellency, now the oath of the Vice President. I,
Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman,
having been elected
to
the office of Vice President of the Republic of Ghana,
to the office of Vice President of the Republic of Ghana,
do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
That I will be faithful.
That I will be faithful.
And true. To the Republic of Ghana.
To the Republic of Ghana.
That I will at all times.
That I will at all times.
Preserve. Protect. And defend.
The
Constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
The Constitution of the Republic of Ghana.
And I dedicate myself
to the service to the service
and well-being
of
the people of the Republic of Ghana, and to do right to all manner of persons. I further solemnly swear that should I at any time break this oath of office, I shall submit myself to the laws of the Republic of Ghana, and suffer the penalty for it. So help me God. Congratulations, Madam Vice President.
Thank you.
Live pure.
Honorable members, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana shall now sign the oath book. Members, and I have the pleasure and joy to, on your behalf, invite His Excellency the President-elect to take and subscribe to the oath of allegiance and the presidential oath. Your Excellency, you may now proceed to do so.
Your Excellency, kindly say after me, this is the oath of allegiance. Your name?
John Dramani Mahama.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
That I will bear true faith.
That I will bear true faith.
And allegiance.
And allegiance.
That I will uphold.
And that I will uphold.
The sovereignty.
The sovereignty.
And integrity.
And integrity.
Of Ghana.
Of Ghana.
And that I will preserve.
And that I will preserve.
Protect.
Protect.
And defend.
And defend.
The Constitution.
The Constitution.
Of the Republic of Ghana.
Of the Republic of Ghana.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Your Excellency, now the presidential oath. I,
John Dramani Mahama,
having been elected
to
the high office of President of the Republic of Ghana, do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
Do in the name of the Almighty God swear.
That I will be faithful.
That I will be faithful.
And true.
And true.
To the Republic of Ghana.
To the Republic of Ghana.
That I will at all times.
That I will at all times.
Preserve. Protect. And defend. The Constitution. Of the Republic of Ghana. And that I dedicate myself.
To
the service. And well-being. Of the people. Of the Republic of Ghana. And to do right. To all manner of persons.
I further
solemnly swear
that
should I
at any time
break this oath of office, I shall submit myself
to
the laws of the Republic of Ghana and suffer the penalty for it. So help me God. Congratulations, Mr. President. Let me be the first.
stand.
Culture and steady in its pursuit of progress. Today, we celebrate a momentous occasion in our nation's history as we welcome the newly elected president, His Excellency, John Dramani Mahama. A true nation builder, committed to forging a brighter future for all Ghanaians. John Mahama embodies the pillars of leadership that our nation craves: trustworthiness, reliability, modesty, and above all, truthfulness. From the moment he stepped into the political arena, John Mahama has demonstrated an unwavering commitment to the people of Ghana. His approachable demeanor, paired with his genuine concern for the needs of the Ghanaian, has earned him their trust, a trust that is pivotal for any leader aiming to guide a nation through challenging times.
What I really like about JDM is his humility. The man is simply so down to earth, it's unbelievable. He's so humble, it's unbelievable. I really like that about him.
John Mahama, Osronyame, Odonyame, Osronyame, Openi Passem. Okita kumapa mihuna se mihumi ni abema oyo bi so a onyiyi nipam wo ya akwala wo yo panyi wo ye pepeni wo ye twidi wo ye bebia tribe bia wo fibia John Mahama to wase on ka se we nye twini we nye we
honorable members,
President Mahama is practical. He communicates his issues very, very well. And he understands the Ghanaian politics very well. He understands the Ghanaian people very well. And that is what I like about him.
The brand, John Dramani Mahama, is not just a name. It represents resilience, strength, progress, and empathy.
I believe John Dramani Mahama is loved by many. His personality.
And now, on your behalf, invite His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, to deliver his inaugural address. Your Excellency, you may now proceed to do so.
The Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Members of Parliament, Her Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman, Her Ladyship, the Chief Justice, Your Excellency, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President of the Federal Republic of Ghana, and special guest of honor for this occasion, Your Excellencies, Presidents,
heads of government and development agencies, Your Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and former President, Your Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, my brothers and sisters. I wish you a good morning, and we give thanks to the Almighty God on this occasion. Our Father who art in heaven, we thank you for giving us this day, a day that offers me, your humble servant, a unique opportunity to work to reset our dear country, Ghana. 32 years ago, on January 7th, Ghana made its first and most successful democratic transition, a reset, with the swearing in of the newly democratically elected President, Jerry John Rawlings, of blessed memory. Our nation was returned to a multi-party democracy with a new constitution that went into effect, and the Fourth Republic was officially established. I refer to it as a reset because on that day in 1993, we made our fourth attempt at establishing a democratic system of government with term limits based on free, fair, and transparent elections. The handover of power on January 7, 2001, between former President Jerry John Rawlings and at the time the newly elected President John Agyekum Kufuor, tested that reset, and our nation passed with flying colors. So today, with my induction as the new President of the Republic of Ghana, history is being made once again. And it is a history worth repeating every 4 years with each newly elected president. Today, we're also making a different kind of history, one that speaks to our maturity as a democracy, a nation of citizens enfranchised with the authority at the polls to determine their political future. Today's exercise between the outgoing President, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, and I feels a bit like a deja vu. That is because 8 years ago to this day, on January 7, 2017, we shared this same space and performed this same transitional exercise. At the time, I was the outgoing president, having served one term, and he was the incoming president, having been given a mandate by the people of Ghana to lead this great nation of us. He and I both understood on that day, as I'm sure we are today, that it is the people of Ghana that we are elected to serve. Somehow, it seems fitting that it is with Nana Akufo-Addo that I twice shared this stage and this unique historical distinction, because Nana Akufo-Addo and I began our national political careers in Parliament in the same year, 1996. He has always greeted me with warmth, a firm handshake, and a smile. And he is perhaps the only person in my life who has persistently chosen to call me Johnny. While we belong to opposing political parties, we shared a sense of mutual respect. In those early days, we probably could not have imagined that destiny would bring us to the leadership of our respective parties, and that we would have to face off 3 separate times as we each vied for the highest office of the land. Nana, as this will be our final meeting under these circumstances, and as I look back on the journey we have traveled together, 2 much younger men who entered Parliament together with a full head of black hair,
and you with the same bald head and round eyeglasses, I have to say that you have, without exception, been a worthy opponent. I extend my warmest wishes to His Excellency, the former Vice President, Dr. Alhaji Mahmudu Bawumia. It was a grueling campaign, and we gave it our all. Your sportsmanship in making an early concession eased tensions and contributed to the early conclusion of the electoral contest. I wish you all the best in your endeavors. My brothers and sisters, the world in which Ghana exists today, as I begin this presidency, is not the same world in which we have lived under other presidencies. There are tensions and conflicts that have not